This recent interview that Jim Jones did with Angela Yee really showed that Kanye West was right and why all of us should stay away from people like Jim Jones. Jim went on Angela Yee's morning show to respond back to comments that Kanye made about Jim Jones on Twitter and during his interview with DJ Academics. After Jim Jones tweeted, "I love Kanye," Kanye responded back with the quote he actually said during the DJ Academics interview. He said, "I know this is gonna sound like some Tarantino movie, but here it goes. So Jim Jones got paid $2 million to introduce me to a gentleman named Mr. Pink to discuss my crypto coin and never told me he was getting $2 million and never cut me in. But that wasn't the worst part. We were working on clothes and I asked him for a PDF and then this ninja told me he don't know how to make a PDF. I always thought that was the wildest response because if you just made $2 million off of me, the least you could do is make a PDF or at least learn how to make a PDF or at least pay somebody to make the PDF. And it's not gonna cost you $1,000. It's not gonna cost you $200, bro. You could pay some Indians on Fiverr to make that PDF with 100 images for you, bro, for $5.99, $5.99, bro. Like, it didn't need to be expensive. So I definitely understand where Kanye West is coming from, bro. It feels like this is now a one-sided relationship. There's a couple different ways to respond to getting called out, but the most effective way is to probably joke about it, leave some type of plausible deniability there. And that's what Jim Jones did, okay? Jim Jones turned it into a joke, insinuated Kanye West was lying, but he don't got time to address Kanye West's lies. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I see somebody take this approach, I just assume some level of guilt. How large that level of guilt is, depending on their response. But Jim Jones would say, "Yay, sniffing yay, LOL, but keep my name alive, champ. We love Kanye." Then he would drop a merch, like a PDF merch, which within itself isn't really a smart idea. I know Jim Jones probably isn't an internet baby, but once you find out what the abbreviation for PDF is in online lingo, that's probably not the best merch that I would drop, but nonetheless, though, he did it. Now, Jim Jones would pretty much go radio silent on this situation until he went on Angela Yee. And the more he spoke about this situation, the more I begin to understand why Jim Jones fall out with almost everyone and why Jim Jones is almost certainly not the type of guy that I want to ever associate with. This is some horrible stuff. Now, Jim Jones will start off by telling Angela Yee and Mano that he had to distance himself from Kanye initially because Kanye West started wilding out.
But boy got a little screws loose and shit. Obviously, from the things that he's been talking about, I do see that he needs attention. Like, he seems to want the most attention in the world. You know what I mean? If he's not the person that's talked about, then he's talking about everybody else so people can talk about him. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to be, from what I can see, is the most famous person in the universe of all time.
I feel like he's always said that.
On the wake up. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be the famous person.
Need to be the
it felt like he
wasn't on the Cardi album.
Yeah.
Right, so that
swelled out on Cardi. You heard? Like,
Cardi, he said, pulled a gun on him.
I'm not in the news today. I'm a today. Like, I'm not.
Okay.
Sometimes you're going too far, though.
Like, yo, bro,
he could have kept that one, though.
Come on, Trilly.
I'm cool with the gangster shit.
No, we just said music was therapeutic.
Yeah, but he took it. Yeah.
So maybe that. So
Jim starts off trying to make sense, but the more he talks, trust me, just keep watching, he exposes himself eventually. Even with this explanation, calling Kanye West crazy, bringing up things that Kanye West have done in his past, this is like the nasty dude at the party who gets caught groping or taking advantage of a chick, and then when you confront him, man, bro, that chick sucked off the whole football team. That chick got cracked behind the bleachers. That chick was at the party getting ran the other day. That may be true. She may be a bop, right? But does she give you permission to take advantage of her? Right? So they would make you familiar with all the character flaws of that person without actually explaining what they did wrong, hoping you just automatically assume that person is at fault. In this particular situation, he then continues to say that him and Kanye West fell out because he told Kanye West, "Man, I can't rock with all the stuff you're doing, man."
Because that's the thing, right?
I don't knock nobody.
Yeah, but
that was
sucking
wait, Paul. Hey, yo, wow.
Oh my God.
But man, you heard like
he knows that though. That's why he keep
he
going.
come out with KKK hoodie on, everything. I'm about to go buy one
swastika.
and see how that shit work for me.
It's not. Don't do
It's
it.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
It is not
So how
gonna
the fuck
work.
you think I'm gonna be up here talking crazy about this man? It don't work. Let him do him. I appreciate the good times we had. You heard? Like
We had a time.
We had a time. It was a time, nigga. This shit is respectful. You're creative. You're genius. You know how to make some money. I can't fuck with this shit. And this is the conversation we was having.
Kanye West been wilding out since 2021, 2022. We're in 2025. Jim Jones and Kanye West began working like 2024. I'm not trying to hear I stopped messing with Kanye West. I had to distance myself from Kanye West due to the recent antics. Cut it out, bro. These antics been here in 2022. Kanye West has been radioactive toxic since 2022. But you was working with him when you could eat off him, when you could benefit. But the minute you was asked to pull your own weight, the minute you was asked to give back and contribute, you said, But the more he talks, he exposes that. He reveals the real reason why he stopped talking to Kanye West, or the real reason why he distanced himself from Kanye West.
When I text and I have all the texts, that's why I'm laughing like, yo, bro, you talking about this $2 million. If I was one of these niggas of the media, I would put the whole text on with quietly and show you everything that you lied about. Like, bro, don't, let's not do this. We only talk through text, bro. And you didn't even know what a VIG was. It's this certain shit. I'm like, yo, bro, how you make $1 billion, nigga? You don't know what a VIG is. Like, you dig, nigga? How you talking to me and you don't even know what a VIG is? Like, so it just. But we had our own back and forth. Nigga said he went to shoot the film with me. I said, cool.
What?
I said I'm flying out to LA tomorrow. We can shoot the 31. That's terms where I'm from. We fight for 31 seconds. I'll kick your ass for 31 seconds. I'll hug you, and then I fly.
Why would
he said, I got it on text. He said, no, I was just vetting. We don't have to do that.
So he texted you and
said, I will fight you. He said, I will fight you. I know it's not the best. I will fight you. I
You
was like,
would not have gotten no props for beating up Kanye. You would just beat him up for 31 seconds.
I would have flew to LA. We'd have gotten in the room.
Can you imagine?
We'd have boxed him up. 31 seconds. Put the clock on.
And that's exactly how you would
do it. 31 seconds.
31 seconds.
You heard me want to shoot the fair one? I said, cool. I showed him how it need to be done. I showed him what you need to do. I was pulling the shit up. This is how I need to look. This everything. Bop, laid it out for him. Blew his mind. He like, nah, you an alien. I need more. I need you. I need you to stay here. And it's the day before my album. Like, so this is the cold part. The day before my album comes out, I'm there. I'm like, yo, I gotta bust a move. He like, no, we making billions off of clothes. I'm like, bro, I have my album coming out tomorrow. I respect what you saying, but I'm going back home because I got people that love me. I got fans that respect what I'm doing. Like, my life don't stop for you, Jack. Like, what's wrong with you, all right? He like, oh, man. I'm like, yo, bro. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I see what type of person this is.
I'm not saying Jim Jones should have stayed with Kanye or pushed back his album because, honestly, if that's what he wanted to do, like, this man he's not a servant to Kanye West. He could leave if he want to leave, right? But the album made $3,500 within like 2 weeks of it dropping. You was making millions with Kanye. I think it's probably a bad financial decision to choose the album over Kanye. But nonetheless, though, yeah, he isn't a Kanye West servant. He shouldn't have stayed, right? Even though I probably would have if I'm making millions with Kanye and $3,500 for this album. Jim Jones will say Kanye West is a selfish human being for wanting him to stay and continue to work on the fashion stuff instead of letting him go to drop his album. Now, here's where Jim Jones exposes himself. Jim Jones will then reveal, you know how he told Kanye West he don't know how to make a PDF? So after making $2 million off a favor that Kanye West did for him, Jim Jones will say that he actually knows how to do a PDF, but he chose not to give Kanye West the PDF because he wanted to keep the items and the ideas for himself after taking $2 million from this man.
I'm out of here, but I'm like, yeah, we're not doing this. You heard? You just lost one. You heard? Because I'm the type of person that I would do everything I need to do for anybody. Mm-hmm. That's just how I am. But when you show me you're not willing to do anything for me, I can't fuck with you, Jack. You heard? And you knew my album was coming out. Nor did you say, oh, congratulations. Nor did you say, oh, let me post your shit up. Nor did you say anything that had to be
do with you
with my album.
Right.
It was all about you.
Yeah.
Good. Because I'm all about me. You heard? I sent him a picture. It was me and him in a picture. I sent him a picture right before I left. I said, I'm trying to figure out who's the superhero and who's the villain. I'm going to catch you later. You heard? Just like that. I need the PDF.
Well, now I see why. Yeah. So
Bro,
that's
I've created my own technology with Amazon. You think I don't know how to do a PDF?
Oh,
you heard?
okay.
Do you see? I know how to engineer my own sessions. You see me build computers by myself, right?
That was Quarantine Studios?
Yeah,
yeah.
Of course I know how to do a PDF,
Right.
but you're not gonna steal the sauce. That's another thing. A lot of these kids, they have it, but they don't have the sauce. You might got the packaging, but you don't got the sauce to sell. You heard?
Yo, and he's saying this as if he's saying some real stuff. Yo, he's saying this as if he is spitting. As if he's saying some stuff the real ones gonna relate to. No, bruh. All the real ones who's listening to this, bro, thinks that, yo, you a sucker for this, bruh. Jim Jones is the homie you gotta gatekeep success from, bro. He's the homie you know you gotta gatekeep success from, bruh. Because if you rapping first and you make it first and you put him on, the minute is his turn to give back the favor to you. You know, you put him on, he get a hot song, he goes to the top while you still a mid-level artist and he now a superstar. And you ask him, hey, bro, can I get a feature, bro, to you feel me to get me back hot? Man, that homie gonna look you in your eyes and say, man, bro, we do the same type music, bro. Me doing a feature with you gonna cut into what I got going on, bro. I can't give you the sauce. That's the type of homie Jim Jones is, bro. Kanye West gave this man $2 million, not out of his own pocket, but Kanye West came and sat down and took the meeting and did Jim Jones a favor that Jim Jones couldn't have gotten from anybody else. $2 million. He asked you for inspo, for ideas, to give him a PDF of styles that the kids in New York are currently rocking. And you said, after making $2 million from that man, listen, bro, I know how to do a PDF, bro, but man, I'm not giving you no sauce. I'm trying to keep it for myself. That's crazy, bro. People like Jim Jones, I don't want nowhere near me. I don't want nowhere around me. I don't want a Jim Jones in my circle, bro. I don't want a Jim Jones anywhere around me, bro. I pray to God, bro, that he keep a ninja like Jim Jones away from me, bro. This is some disgusting stuff. But he's talking about it as if he's in the right, as if the real one's gonna feel him. Let me know in the comment section. Do y'all feel him? Do y'all feel like Jim Jones is correct? Let me know, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out why Whack 100 crashed out and sent a scary message to his old friend. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.